My name is Chef Brad Kilgore of Kilgore Culinary, based out of Miami, and we're here in my restaurant, Ember. So I started my career in Kansas City, where I was born and raised. From there, I moved around the world and around the country, ended up working in Italy a few times, in Chicago, working with some of the best chefs in the country, some Michelin-starred restaurants. And then from there, I ended up settling down here in Miami and started my own company. So Ember is a restaurant thinking about the power of a single ember of a fire. And here we don't want to just completely traditionally grill things over the fire. We want to think about other ways to use the smoke and use those embers. You know, indirect heat, direct heat, cold smoking, and all these things create new elements onto the plate. That's what we're trying to do here at Ember. As we were coming up with different items that we could cook with fire or over fire, we came up with lasagna. You know, everyone talks about the corners of the lasagna, the crispy, edgy parts, and I wanted to make the entire thing like the corner or the edge of the lasagna. We put it into the wood fire oven, chars and smokes it on the outside, finish it with the ragu and the fondue. It's traditional, but not traditional at the same time. When we were conceptualizing the recipe for the lasagna, we knew we wanted a lot of layers, like 30 layers. 15 of pasta, 15 of a cheese mixture. And if you imagine that, I mean, that's pretty thick. So this comes out of the oven very hot. And if we don't get that core temperature down below 40, then we're gonna have mush. The textures are gonna be completely lost, and we have to get that cooled down very quickly. The other thing about it is I knew I was gonna have to bring in a blast chiller. If we tried to do traditional ways of cooling, it wasn't gonna work. From there, the consistency was inevitable. Every portion's exactly the same, every single time. We were doing R&D and recipe development for the restaurant here at Ember. And from there, I got introduced to the blast chilling capabilities of the Irinox. Even furthermore, the MultiFresh. I had never seen a unit like this before. It cooks and cools. So now at the restaurant, we're using it for savory, pastry, meats, bread proofing, you name it. It has endless capabilities. It allowed us to get consistency. We were getting a higher yield, way less waste. Food cost was going down on the product. It made a huge difference in the production. Freshness, it's a moment in time that we're trying to preserve. Even the farmers and distributors are trying to preserve that moment. We found out that we were able to do that with the Irinox and give it to them at the table.